a cannibal, a necrophile, a little bit of both. Box of lilies in your closet and your lamps are made of bones. I'm watching through the window, so you think you're safe at home. Will I laugh as you burn in hell? I'm your accomplice and your victim. I'm your redemption and your salvation. I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. You talk to girls out on the street, somehow they never make it home. Keep their heads around the house to forget that you're alone. I see the smoke, it's rising as the flesh comes off your bones, and I laugh as you burn in hell. I picked you up outside a bar and I took you to the back. I've been watching you, poor thing, you thought you'd never meet your match. You're writhing in the corner, oh come on, it's just a scratch. And I laugh as you burn in hell. I'm your accomplice and your victim. I'm your redemption and your salvation. I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell.
Good evening, everyone. A song about absolutely nothing. Best way to start the week.
Doesn't matter what I say, as long as I see we can flesh that makes you feel like I'm dead. Some inner truth of best reflection, but I'll take nothing so far. Keep it up for as long as it takes, and it don't matter who you are. If I'm doing my job, it's yours all that breaks, because the hope brings you back. I ain't telling you no lie. The hope brings you back. On that you can rely. There is something amiss. I am being insincere. In fact, I don't mean any of this. Still, my confession draws you near to confuse the issue or refer familiar heroes from long ago. No matter how much Peter loved her, what made the pan refuse to grow was that the hope brings you back. I ain't telling you no. The hope brings you back. suck it in. If you're into tea and rambling, make it a spin move or else you'll win. And then begin to see what you're doing to me. This MTV is not for free. This OPC is killing me. So desperately I'll sing the other love. Sure, but I'm so raging, hating, pain, and fear itself. And I can't keep these feelings on the shelf. I've tried, well, no doubt I lied. You'd be friends with suicide, but I got too much pride inside. You hide or slide. I'll do is I'll decide and let it ride until I've died. And only then shall I abide this ride to catch little tunes of 50-minute ditties. I wanna bust all your balloons. I wanna burn all of your cities to the ground. I found I will not mess around unless I play. Then hey, I will go on all day. You when I say I'm prepared to pray. That's really all this was. When I'm feeling stuck in the fuck, I don't rely on love because the heart brings right. I ain't telling you no lie. Oh, Mexican red.
And good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding. I almost wasn't even going to go live tonight. I'm actually kind of tired, so I don't know how long you're going to get me here. But you know what? It's a little bit nicer not having all that responsibility anymore. Anyway, good evening, Lisa Ann, Rabbit of Chaos, Jackie Boston, Precious Rose. Hello to you, Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa and Oliver emojis. She's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and more of that. Anyway, Rabbit, good evening to you. Hello, pretty bird. Hello, Queen of Quips. Chris, good evening to you. Hey, Addie. Hello, Tracy. How are you this evening? And scroll. KLP, good evening to you. And Japhid, good night. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here because I'm a little tired myself, to be honest. Probably should have gone live a few hours ago, but I was busy and now I'm sleeping. Especially after dancing to, I love that song. I will forever love that song. And you know what's really funny? When that song first came out in the 90s or whatever, I really thought it was some deep song because I wasn't paying attention to the words. And it's really funny when you pay attention to the words and realize it is a song about absolutely nothing, but the hook always brings you back. Anyway, good evening, Coffee. And I think, by the way, I'm now Coffee. I was schooled by a teacher. What? She took off one of your E's? Why did she steal one of your E's? Hey, Christine, how are you? Hello, Amy Lou. Can't stay long, but I'm here as long as I can. Well, thank you. Coffee, why did Rainbow steal one of your E's? That wasn't very nice. Yeah, and you would think that Rainbow would be busy trying to get like planners together and stuff for kids at school. Didn't she say she was a school teacher? I don't know, whatever. Anyhow, my new name, Tracy's is, my new name is Tracy Traced. Oh, you're traced. You don't have two E's, you are traced. Isn't that fun? She's a teacher and she can't spell, so I took her W. Oh, well, there's that. Anyway, I just saw her somewhere. Oh, the people that cover Heather, she was in there. But yeah, that's one thing. That is one campaign promise that I will make here is you guys will not be subjected to Rainbow in my chat. Won't be subjected to a lot of things. So you don't even have to worry about paying me for it. Not whatsoever. But anyway, I don't even know. Hey, Lisa Ann, I don't even know how much I want to talk about what happened earlier. All I know is it's pretty immature. Not exactly sure where people thought that we owe anybody anything. I don't owe any of you a motherfucking thing. How about that? Lisa Ann doesn't either. And if Lisa Ann is having fun speaking on crafts and stuff, then let her. There are people that are over there that used to be over here that know damn well that Lisa Ann isn't messy. to put her, and you know what's really funny? I didn't even realize it was her on the thumbnail. I thought it was Cooch. I thought somebody put Cooch in a bee suit. That really, really was Cooch-esque. But anyway, I'm not exactly sure why that's a problem. Yesterday on my live, I pretty much addressed the stuff like, hey, it's not a minor. If she's saying it, she's lying. And if you keep it up, I will put out all my proof. Period, right? And then I think I made one dig, and then that ended up getting Lisa Ann put on a thumbnail. There was a lot of people over there that used to care for Lisa Ann. Well, Lisa Ann got put into a thumbnail, I guess, for doing my bidding. And the funny thing is there's people over there that were close to me that know damn well Lisa Ann doesn't do anybody's bidding. I'm not exactly sure where this became this whole little clique where other people can tell other people what to do and say. We already say we don't want to fuck with y'all, right? Right? We don't want to fuck with y'all. I don't want to fuck with people that are that disgusting. Loser ass mentality running rampant. So my thoughts are, if Lisa Ann was on the thumbnail, why wasn't Napa on the thumbnail? Why wasn't Clark on the thumbnail? Why is it that there's some people that can speak to Jen and then there's some people that are forbidden? Fun fact, we're not a party, y'all. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck what you think. But I just think it's pretty low. And there are some people over there that used to care about Lisa Ann. And they know damn well that that's not the type of person she is. Napa is a messy bitch. She's the one you have to worry about talking to Jen. Lisa Ann, not so much. It is insane. So anyway, also, high five to Clark today. CC Truck, sir, what is wrong with you? Let me pull up these screenshots. So CC Truck wants to shame everybody, I guess. So CC Truck comes in there and Dildo Swaggins, a.k.a. Shyla. Shyla, why don't you just come in as your real name? You were doing that. We all know that Dildo Swaggins is you. The jig is up. It's been up for a very long time. So anyway, let's see if I can find this. Clark says Rakin would be so much cooler if she was a stoner. A little bit from yesterday. CC Truck says, so all you people in here that support Jen, I have not seen one person ask her about the nude she sent to Deadly. You heard her say that she's a mother figure to Deadly. Let that sink in. Let's see. Because Clark had said maybe she's helping him with his mommy issues in Clark manner. And then CC Truck says, Clark, so you condone Jen sending nude pictures to Deadly to help with his mommy issues? You condone that behavior? And then Clark says, I'm not trying to police strangers' behavior. I've got enough real world problems. I can't let someone who's struggling mentally go it alone. It's not my personality, and I know what it feels like. Y'all, this is going to come back to you. Evil never prevails. And if you guys think that you're anything other than evil, because you know why they put Lisa Ann in there, because they know that we all love her and we're protective of her, and they know that I would address it. So anyway, where's the next one? Clark says, honestly, who cares? Being super invested in strangers' screenshots isn't really the healthiest headspace. A big world exists outside of this parasocial cesspool. Award to Clark. CC Truck says, the point is, Clark, she just said that she looks at herself as a mother figure to Deadly because she felt bad for him, but she sent him a nude picture of herself to him to help him. What is it? To help him, I guess. Clark says, and that's where Clark says maybe she's helping him with his mommy issues. And CC Truck had a fit. CC Truck literally had an absolute, I don't know, I think there's more screenshots there, but that pretty much was the point of it. CC Truck was stomping and doing all sorts of stuff because people were condoning what Jen does. Well, I believe I'm seeing a lot of condoning going over there as well. But fun fact, I don't give a fuck. Neither should you, CC Truck. There is a real world out there. Are you living it? Because you're extremely obsessed with Jen. Every single time Jen goes live, you are in her chat talking shit. He's kind of giving her those little like backhanded compliments just so that Jen doesn't block him. Jen, I have no clue why you engage in those people. And that's exactly why you sit where you are, is because you engage in shit like this. I don't know why your little meter of people who do not wish you well, I'm not sure why that doesn't go off. CC Truck has nothing good for you. And CC Truck, you damn well did tell me that you were going to be in Jen's area. I don't know. Did you say Hamilton County? I don't remember what it was, but that's creepy as fuck. The fact that you come to me and say that, that's why I was just like, whoa, this dude, like Clark said, is far too invested in this. Hey, Texas girl. The fact that there's so many people obsessed with her that don't know her, it's weird. It's really weird. And CC Truck, you are, it's funny how they over there are sitting there trying to act like all of these other people are content. Dude, you are a stone's throw away from content. You act like a fool. Anybody that's that worried about Jen sending a picture to Deadly, last time I checked, Deadly was a grown-ass man. All y'all want to do is get everybody angry about the Jake stuff over and over and over again because it sells well. It has done very well for their pocketbooks. So that is what they will continue to do. They being, you know who. I'm not saying they in the Heather means. They are going to continue to poke at that same thing when, fun fact, we've already been there and done. I proved that Heidi was appalled about it, but then welcomed Jem back saying she was doing well. Nothing changed about the Jake stuff in between. Not one thing, except for Heidi wants to fit in with everybody and likes to show everybody how horrible she is. Texas girl, did I say hello? Hello. I just want to know if I'm now in a club called the Salad Six, what are my perks? And if the clown emoji is our sign, then I need, actually, I'm working on a permission slip for y'all. You guys keep handing us lemons. We're going to keep making lemonade every single time. And it's really, really weird. Hate bonding at its worst. The fact that nobody said anything about having Lisa Ann in that thumbnail, people that supposedly liked Lisa Ann and actually had her mod in their chats, in the words of Jen. Because there's other creators that don't just throw wrenches around like crazy, and you would think that those people actually cared. Because I'm not, if you guys don't call that quote unquote bullying, I'm not exactly sure what is. You know what else I was thinking about? Hey, Amanda. I was thinking, remember when I would play Jen doing the national anthem or whatever? And oh, the horror. Y'all want to be so upset about everything. You guys don't want to be happy about anything. And you know what's really alarming though is the happiness that you guys do. The only thing that makes you happy is being really nasty. And that is definitely a personality flaw. I don't care which way you wrap it up. That's a personality flaw. Calling people slobs when she's got teeth rotting out of her head. I'm over that. I am over all of this outrage that Jen's a predator, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? Jen had Alexa tell us what predators mean the other day. And if you use that, Muggsy preys on women on the internet, allegedly, and in my opinion. Yeah, not a fan of Muggsy. I'm not cool. Hey, Susie, everyone wants to stay mad and appalled. I know. Exactly, Susie, and good evening to you. Everybody would rather be mad instead of try to find something funny. And I think that's what that creator used to be about, but she lost the plot a long time ago. A very, very long time ago. But I think what's going to happen and what's happened before is she's going to go too far, just like she always has in the past. So let her be her own demise. That is what I say. I'm not going to be nasty like that. Y'all know damn well that Lisa Ann didn't deserve that. If you guys can go in there left and right, and CC Truck can go in there and act like she, the friend, he acts like a female at times. He just so gossipy, like the traditional, what people say females are like. That's what you act like, CC Truck. I just couldn't believe that he was just appalled at the fact that we condone anything. Who the fuck says we condone it? And it wasn't a nude. It was a suggestive picture of her on the toilet with mold on the window, mind you. It was suggestive. It wasn't a nude. So what you were doing is you were throwing little buzzwords in there, which is what you guys like to do to keep people very angry. Because apparently when you keep people angry like that, their pocketbooks keep flowing open, right? They're flying all over the place. But anyway, that's pretty much all I give a fuck about that. I really don't. I am done with that evil. I am going to continue doing things the way that I do it. I'm not going to follow anybody else. Hey, Summer, who do you think? I believe the narrative that they're trying to push is that Lisa Ann is the go-between between me and Jen. Fun fact, if I wanted to fucking talk to Jen, I'd talk to her. I don't take orders from some bitch that stole $22K from her employer. Somebody that gave you a job and gave you a chance, you stole $22K from. I don't think highly of you. I never will. Never did. Even before you did that, because I knew you were scammy. I don't answer to you. And if I were to want to talk to Jen, I'll do it my fucking self, and I don't give a fuck what you say. How about that? You gonna come get me? You gonna come get me? Bitch. And why don't you turn the camera on and show your surroundings? I believe that you would fall under the category of slob. Isn't it funny how she calls people out? Now, I called her out of her name right now, but that is because somebody told me that Lisa Ann was on the thumbnail. So I went and clicked over on her page for the first time and saw what an annoying little petty bitch. The only thing that KK has is keeping people angry. She keeps people angry because it keeps them right in that position that she likes. So instead of entertaining people and making them laugh, although when she does make them laugh, it's at very, very evil, mean things. I mean, showing somebody else's, like, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, KK, are you going to admit to doing things behind the scenes? Paying for intake videos and whatnot? And fun fact, y'all, at some point in time, that whole entire Discord is going to be considered quote unquote behind the scenes. Everybody said my Discord was behind the scenes. So what makes it different? You do realize that eventually somebody's going to get pissed off, maybe already did, and start sharing stuff. And then what? Anger brings in money, I suppose, which is sad in a way. It's extremely sad. I'm going to guess the one who's known for being a scammer, and that's so wrong. I'm sure Lisa Ann. No, Lisa Ann's never done anything to her. But because it fits her narrative and it goes well with the thumbnail, she's going to throw it. And that just goes to show the kind of person she is. Same kind of person that allows people that I cannot believe that somebody told me that that Maria and Rainbow were on a panel together. Rainbow told the whole internet over and over and over again horrible, slanderous lies. Whatever. You like it. I love it. And that's why I'm over here all by myself. Anyway, guys, we are going to go. Heather went live again today. It wasn't as spectacular as the others, but let's give it a go. I didn't hear the whole entire thing. She's still very entitled, and she's driving around, and it looks like the suburbs. I bet they're all in there all day. They are. And you guys can think what you want, but that much engagement like that, the way you guys are doing it, it's not good for your mental health. It's not. It makes you guys into some really nasty, obsessive people. I mean, look at, I could not believe CC Truck, and forgive me for using this term, CC Truck acting like a Karen in there, stomping his feet. You condone this? Well, what? You guys condone calling people the R word and all that kind of stuff? Because as I said, last time I fucking checked, Dudley is an adult, and Jen always says dumb shit. Next. But now Clark is supposed to be feeling horrible because he condones that. Because that kind of shit is what's going to make people want to start talking to Jen. You know that, right? You're going to end up being so horrible eventually that it's going to implode. Not over here. It already did. We're on the way working back up. Best thing that ever happened to me was disengaging and taking that. I know. And that's why nobody even takes into account what's been going on with Lisa Ann, and that this actually is a good thing for her. She said she had to leave Chicago on the 18th. So I think we're going to be ready, getting more Heather in the burbs. It looks like she's in a north suburb. It kind of looks like that. But the fact that they decided to go and attacking the Solid Six, you guys, are we talking about any of the subscribers over there? I may address a few people here and there when there's something for me to personally address, but I don't believe we're picking on subs. Definitely not going into other people's chats and disrupting them and being assholes. And you know what's really funny? Somebody sent me a screenshot. I guess Brandy paid to get the get our worker bee out of there. You know what's really funny is in my chat, nobody, if there was a troll like that, nobody would have to pay for it. We would just block them because they are distracting and we'd move along. But see, fun fact, they love the distraction. That is what makes her more money. The distraction and the anger, that has been a good recipe. Get people really, really outraged. And as I've said before, getting people outraged like this and angry, that is not a responsible creator. There are some people that can't handle this shit. Yep, we yeet them and no derail allowed, and we keep on moving. But it's just, I'm not going to put my subscribers and the people I care about in my chat. I'm not going to let people come in and trash them. If they're a shitty person, they're a shitty person and they don't belong in here. But hey, I just can't wait. I know that the day is coming that George is going to be welcome over there. As long as George has money, you know he won't be turned down, right? So, oh, hold on a minute. I want to play one of my favorite songs. Hold on. Before we get into Heather, I want to do one more song. I love this song.
I found someone new. He's they smile and they buy you a dress. They say we'll be a friend, we'll stick with you till the end. Oh, but everybody's always looking out for themselves. And you say, well, who can you trust? I'll tell you just, nobody knows it's money. Money changes everything. I said money changes everything. You think you know what you're doing when I'm on the street. It's all in the past now. Money changes everything. Money changes everything. I said money changes everything. We think we know what we're doing, we don't know a thing. It's all in the past now, money changes everything.
I love that song. I'm all lost in it, almost forgetting that I'm even live. I'm looking at the comments like I'm watching somebody else's chat. Anyway, okay. Song's over. So, yeah, are you Jeff? I have a Pollard dance request. Well, hell yeah. Hold on. Let's get Pollard off her chair. Well, she's in her chair, moving around. Fun fact, it's hysterical. I sit here and I dance to that the whole time. Um, you guys know damn well if I or anybody else went on somebody's panel in the community and was dancing around and acting like that, people would be using that. You know what I mean? So that shit's fair game and it's fun. Paula, she gets you moving around. Yeah, she's very wiggly and she's very bajiggity, if you will. Anyway, hold on, let's go back to this. Good old Paula. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. Paula loves to dance. Sniper from the side, are you Jeff? I'm not going to kick you out if you are. I'm just curious. But yeah, I don't. This is one thing that, because somebody showed me, I told you this yesterday, I think it was. Somebody showed me a screenshot of what Ann posted about Muggsy, and I agree with her. And as JFid always tells me, because whenever I'm like, can you believe that? And this isn't just in reference to Ann, this is in reference to anybody who says something that makes some sense. Her saying is, even a broken clock is wrong or is right twice a day. Hello, for real. And that is correct. So I don't know, Muggsy, it's really weird. And the more that Jeff is putting on her page, I don't know. And you know what's really funny though is I believe, wasn't it Muggsy that outed the voice messages or something with Jeff? And you know what's really funny is I think it was Muggsy that did that. It made me realize that Jeff is not the person that I had thought. In fact, it wasn't a voice that I recognized. So I don't know why she didn't just let her voice be known before. I mean, just like Rainbow, nobody knows who the fuck she is. And she shows her voice, which is why I believe that Amanda Prayer is definitely, absolutely, positively Miss Liability. Can somebody tell me how long Miss Liability's account has been out? I'm just curious. But I saw Maria's tab and I saw that there's an issue with Amanda. So I went over to Prayer Jar's page and I looked, and boy, oh boy, she's got some square isms going on there. Do you see all of the paragraphs she's putting on her tab? Oh my gosh. Anyway, she's upset, and I guess, from what I saw, most of it is about Maria. She's really mad at Maria. Maria this, Maria that, Maria this, Maria that. And then in one, she's just like, I wish you'd leave me alone so I could just leave. What? Nobody was talking about you. Other than saying that that Miss Liability is you. No, she never left. But it's weird. It is really weird. I read that once. Hey, Jolly, I love you. I love you. I love you. I read it, and she's just like, I wish you just let me leave. I'll hold the door for you. I'm sure Maria will too. Did I miss something here where Amanda has been summoned to come back? Yeah. Nobody really missed you. I mean, maybe Heidi did, but she said she talked to you all along. So maybe you should go back to that method. We were all really good with that. I know I was. I'm pretty sure Maria was too. Because I think she started like getting she was telling Maria like, oh, you're posting this and blah, blah, blah. And so then I guess Maria did in fact post that. That's a weird picture. Oh, and then Amanda says that picture proves that she has seizures. Not entirely, because you could have just been making those faces for a picture. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that's the truth, but I'm just saying that picture that picture isn't your proof. I think you would need more solid proof. But honestly, I don't care. Like my stream title says, honey, I'd care, but it sounds exhausting. And that is how a lot of this is. I don't give a fuck about y'all anymore. I really don't. So we had fun yesterday. I had a good time, and I hope y'all did. And you know what's really funny You guys, I only had like 60 people in here or whatever, but isn't it weird that my numbers, a lot of people still watching me, even though you hate me. And that's what's really funny is today was the first time I've looked at KK's page in a minute. Because to look at that thing, and y'all are obsessed. She took a pic of herself while having a seat. I don't know. I guess so. Maria's got it on her community tab if you want to go look. So it's over there. And yeah, and if you go to a prayer jars page, she's got like post after post and paragraph after paragraph. We're fine with you leaving, Amanda. 2022. So,
thank you everyone for being here.
Oh, thank you for renewing your membership, Lisa Ann. And just watch for my new emoji of permission slips coming up.
I am just giving an update here for the record. I have
FTR.
now a
FTR, if you will. She does that all the time.
Attempted
FTR.
to apply at, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys something terrifying. Not terrifying.
Oh, and by the way, there will be an emoji that is a permission slip, but if in fact you would like a real one with your name and all that, I can for sure make one up and I can issue it for where you want to go.
Fine. Tragic. I went over to Barrington yesterday to check on.
Oh, okay. So she's in Barrington. So she is. So yeah, I told you she's up north.
And to check in with my friend who helped me the first.
If you're Muggsy's friend, then you probably don't like what I said. But I don't know. I just don't think yeah, OTR with the FTR. Exactly. Hello, Clark. And yes, you won an award for the way you responded to that creeper CC truck. Dude is weird. I mean, y'all have to realize that obsession, at least when AC does it, he throws some humor in it. Like you are just running around like a Karen CC truck, just all appalled about everything. Calm down. It's okay. I've always thought we should have a drinking game every time she says so on and so forth. Oh, okay, Tracy. We'll have to talk behind the scenes and I'll figure out your permission slip. Clark, I'm going to have to definitely issue you one that says it's okay for you to be a mod as well. And Lisa Ann, you'll be getting one as well over there. So just so everybody knows, it's okay. You can flash your permission slip to everybody.
First round of all of this in 2021 or 2, I believe.
It's really, really funny, though, that the people that are asking for permission slips are the one that are trying to police shit over here. What? And as I said before, y'all go wherever the fuck y'all want. So I don't care anymore. Oh, Addie, I'll make sure to get you a permission slip as well.
Right
and
after
and you
everything.
guys will have to let me know because there is like a standard permission slip, and I've got some of the. Hold on, let me look. Let me tell you what it says. Clark, didn't I send you the permission slip already? I thought I did. Where is it? Oh, and you know what, Jen? What we were talking about the other day, me and the solid 6 and the extra 4 that are in my Discord. We were talking about Jen's props and how fun they are. And we were saying that she should do George and she should go and get, the costume that George wore when he parodied me. Jen should parody George parodying me and get that blow up suit. But anyway, I thought that was funny, but I was high. Who knows? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the permission slips. Hold on. I'll get them. Where did they go? Because there's lots of extra shit on them. Where is okay, here we go. Here's one of them. It says reason for the visit. So when people want me to approve a permission slip, there are the reasons for the visits, which are one of them is to say hi. The other one is to drop a meme, to spread kindness, to lurk respectfully, to support the Hive, to create a little chaos. And then there's also an other where you can write it in. And then the rules and guidelines: be respectful or at least be funny. Keep the drama in our chat. No reporting because you're triggered. I don't even understand that one. I don't know if that one got in there. But but yeah, it's really nice. It says official Hive chat access pass. This certifies, and then there's a nice little blank box, has been officially granted permission to visit, and then it says chat, channel, or comment section. So yes, apparently we are going to be issuing permission slips to be in other people's comments as well. You know, that's how we run a very, very tight ship around this cult. Yes, we do. Look into my eyes. Hey, Lisa Marie, how you doing? I'll be putting mine as my profile pic. It should be in another live, right? Yeah, you guys could change your avatars to them when you're in other people's ones. So then nobody has to be disruptive of the chat. They will be able to see your permission slip. Right.
Happened with you know who.
Anyway, so Heather is in the north suburbs. She's in Barrington. By the way, Barrington is a very, very beautiful area.
And he is dead. His son came out, Patrick, and he told me, not the Patrick who did that terrible thing to me.
Did she just say somebody was dead? I was taking a sip. Special pass for bees that repeatedly fly into the window. Hey, Steven, how are you? Well, apparently people that are in here need a permission slip to be in other people's chats. So ask and you shall receive. So
while Xavier and while I was pregnant, not that Patrick, near the Six Corners, not that Patrick, a different Patrick.
Patrick near the Six Corners. Clark, is she talking about in Wicker Park?
And he told me that Charlie Keene has passed away. Rest in peace to Charlie Keene. I think it's a shame that you had to die. And
who's she talking about?
Donald Trump. If you ever decide to pay Charlie Keene for...
Hey, Siriana, isn't it Charlie Kirk? Who's she speaking
for
about?
The signs that you supposedly owe him money for, he said that it will come to me, Mr. President. No.
Wait a minute. We have to rewind this because I don't even understand this. I don't even understand what she just said. It sounds like I missed something really. She's not saying Kirk, though. She's saying Keene, right? Okay, we're going back because that's a lot of stuff. Right, Stephen? Exactly. We're rewinding.
That Charlie Keene has passed away.
Hold on.
After everything happened with you know who, and he is dead.
Okay, wait a minute. We got to go all the way back to the beginning. Yeah, I really have to pay attention here. I didn't even see this part of it. When I came into her live, she had her glasses off already.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am just giving an update here for the record. I have now...
Hey, Eric, how are you? A good evening.
Attempted to apply at... Oh, my God. I forgot to tell you guys something terrifying. Now,
oh, my God. You guys. Heather and Jen have more in common. She was applying for jobs today, too. I posted a picture. I made a silly AI picture yesterday of Heather and Xavier with Clint and Jen living together, doing crafts and stuff. It was silly.
Not terrifying, tragic. I went over to Barrington yesterday to check on and to check in with my friend who helped me the first round of all of this in 2020.
Okay, so we're back in 2021. She went to Barrington.
1 or 2, I believe, right after everything happened with you know who. And he is dead.
So when she says you know who, it makes me start to think it's Dylan, but I guess she is. Yeah, she's trying to do her Jackie O look as best she can. But she's probably really smelly, Lisa Marie, because her hair, can you see how dull it is? That's dry shampoo, I think. So I'm sure she's pretty stinko. Oh, stinko.
His son came out, Patrick, and he told me, not the Patrick who did that terrible thing to me while I was pregnant. Not that Patrick near the Six Corners. Not that Patrick. A different Patrick. And
she went to beg for money from a former John and found out. Oh, is he Charlie Keene? And then she's going to talk to the okay, all right.
Told me that Charlie Keene has passed away. Rest in peace to Charlie Keene.
Okay, so Charlie Keene is the former John, and she found out he died. But why does she want the president to do something? That's why I was starting to think, is she confusing Charlie Kirk?
I think it's a shame that you had to die. And Donald Trump, if you ever decide to pay Charlie Keene for the signs that you supposedly owe him money for, he said,
what? Okay, see, I didn't even understand any of this. Good thing I rewound. So that person sounds like a big nutter too, telling her that the president owes him money for signs. Oh my goodness. Lisa Marie, you should have yesterday what we were listening to. And she was so close to me for all the times for me to actually have something going on and couldn't do it. She was 4 minutes from me in the town I grew up in. Heather and I both grew up in that town. And well, I didn't. I grew up in a town over, but went to school in that town.
It will come to me, Mr. President, not to anyone else. So that money,
oh my gosh, do you guys see it? She's flashing the tattoo on her hand. The subliminal shit with her is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And did you see how she does it though? She will always flash that hand where the tattoo is in some way, shape, or form. It is the weirdest thing, guys. Keep it, because it appears that Heather's going to be giving quite a bit of content, and I'm here for it. So it is actually refreshing. So Heather is refreshing. Like I said, and if you could just put her and Jen together with Xavier and Clint, it would just be, hey, Lisa Ann, have you talked to your friend Jen about that one?
were able to work as a debt collector, would be legally mine to keep, Mr. Donald Trump president, sir. And
wait a minute. Okay, so this Charlie Keene passed away, and he made some signs for the president, and the president never paid for them. But now that he's passed away, she wants him. She says, "No, you owe me, President Trump. Pay me." Okay, I got it.
It's me, Heather Gillespie, but I didn't say that you owe that money. Charlie Keene did, and he passed.
Oh my. Oh, isn't that a cute little shot? Oh, she would like that one. Definitely wasn't like the freeze frames from yesterday. That one, she actually looks cute.
Passed away. So anyhow, I walked around the mall and
What mall were you at? Were you at Oakbrook or were you at Yorktown?
applied to many, many jobs. I told you all that I dropped in a line to Chicago Executive Airport and created a deal system with them.
Oh, this is that $5,000 deal. Give her $5,000. Clark, you need to be the first customer. But if she gets it through this airport, whatever, she'll see, there you are. She's pretty. Yeah, she just wants the money. That's it. I'm telling you, if you and the hubster will just start using her and Xavier to go to and fro the airport, she'd be just fine.
That basically said, hey, if you get some private clients, you can go ahead and let me know. I will be their personal assistant / driver for however long they need. I can literally park at their doorstep and wait for them to call me.
Oh my goodness. She's going to park outside your doorstep and live with her and Xavier on your street. So if you hire her for $5,000, she's going to start living outside your house. Clark, don't do it. Don't do it.
To take them where they need to go. I can handle their business.
Ooh, we could give her the address of the people we don't like. Come pick us up here. If we don't come out, just come bang on the door until we come out. No, it is her Miss Smith. It is her tattoo of her wanting to be Dylan's wife. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you pay her $5,000, not only are you paying her $5,000, she is going to set up camp outside your house and she's never going to leave. You saw what it took to get her to leave the other place.
I can handle their, I can handle their errands.
Excused.
Errands. I can, ERRANDS.
She really means it. She spelled
can handle their entertainment. I can handle their business planning.
Yeah, Heather is a great business planner, and that is why she's living out of her car with some kind of bathroom shelving unit in her back seat.
I can handle their all sorts of things. And so I will charge $5,000 per week for
$5,000 a week. Isn't that more than what Pretty Woman got?
For 7 days of unlimited driving service, and etc. And so
it's the etc. part that you guys all have to worry about.
I told Chicago Executive, I will give you 20% off the top for every referral.
Yes, and she explained to us yesterday, that's $1,000
that you give me as a first-time client. And so, we'll see what happens. So far, I have not been able to kind of nail anything down. And I do need to maintenance my nails, as well as my windshield wipers.
Nails and windshield wipers. What's a girl to do? I was just going to ask wasn't Pretty Woman like 3,000 or something?
So I also need new boots. Remember. I showed you guys the screws that they put in my boots. It's right now I'm wearing an open toe heel because it's.
Where is this picture of the screws in her boots? I don't remember that.
Warm outside. And so now is the time for your toes to be out. However,
I know. And Xavier, he's flashing his toes all over town.
In just about a month or so, we will start to feel that cool, brisk autumn air moving in around us. And for that, I will need to have my boots replaced. I found my boots on Amazon for $40.
Clark.
I am so happy about it. So I basically, for anyone who doesn't know, I have two shoe preferences.
I know Clark is sometimes when he's really, really high, has dreams about taking Heather under his wing and making her pretty and stuff. And then she held them up once. It's a screw that's visible when the bottom falls off. It's like when your shoes become tap dancers. You know what's really funny though? It's actually really nice out here today. When you were talking about the squirrels and the chipmunks and all that jazz earlier, oh my goodness, I've been out there with them. They ate freeze-dried strawberries yesterday, but there are so many bunnies. I scared a chipmunk today. I popped up out of nowhere and he was like, woo! It was really funny. Anyway, there's lots of rabbits of all age, little tiny rabbits, teenage rabbits, older rabbits. I don't know their names. There's because remember there was baby Bun and yeah, and then there's rabbits everywhere. There are. So bunnies and chipmunks are adorable. They're very, very adorable. But it's still very scary in there, and it's not very good lighting. I don't know, but anyway.
One is an open toe, simple black strap, high heel. And the other one for the summer and the spring. And the other is a simple boot with a heel. And not one of those big chunky heels that's square with the round or the rubber.
Oh boy, my neighbor's evil and won't let us feed the squirrels. That's rude. Well, we can do it. We just have to be 30 feet from the building. So 30 feet from the building, we can do it. I know. That's what I'm afraid of too. Although I haven't seen many ticks on the squirrels. A couple years ago, there was a lot of, I would see them on a lot of squirrels. It make me crazy too, because how am I really supposed to get them off? You can't.
But rather one of those heels that's skinny. I do also like the heels that go like this, hourglass shaped, like my body.
What kind of shoe is that is shaped like her body? You guys, it's time for a song. And this came out of nowhere. It's just so weird how sometimes songs that I like haven't heard in forever and a day, how all of a sudden they will come up in my head. You guys know the song?
Give me body. Give me body. Give me your body. Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Body language. Body language. Body language.
Wasn't this song in a movie?
Give me.
Wasn't this in a movie?
Just give me, yeah, your body. Give me, yeah, your body. Don't talk. Body language.
It was, but not like I thought.
Body language.
King handles. Hey, Nettie.
Body language.
Okay, that's enough of that. But let's see. The track originally came out as a single from the album Hot Space. It was featured in the 1984 documentary Stripper, where a dancer performs to it. But no, I swear it was in something else. I guess I'm wrong. That's funny. I thought it was in a movie. It is in a movie, but not the one I thought. So there's that. Let's go back to this little peach. Anyway, she was talking about her hourglass body, and it just kind of cracked me up. So whatever. I didn't subject you to the whole song.
And so I need, to figure that out. That being said, I cannot even park in the city of Chicago anymore because the tickets that were already paid.
Can you imagine that? She's already paid these tickets, but they're chasing her around with a boot.
Multiple times by multiple different sponsors, friends, myself.
Wait a minute. So supposedly she has friends that said, oh yeah, don't worry about it. We took care of your parking ticket,
etc. and so forth are still being used to toy with me. And if you recall, the beginning of all of this for me was when who came home. they began to target me in my home. And they came to my home and they began to basically put
Okay, hold on a minute. I just wrote something down. Who is they? She changed the subject.
a bunch of, tickets on my
That's
car.
right, the parking ticket.
And it was the Cadillac at that time. And I was unloading groceries. I was a single.
You're looking at it, Lisa Marie. You are looking at it. It is her vehicle. She lives in her vehicle. This is why she will park outside a client's house. Yeah, I know. So it's a win-win situation for Heather. Oh, do you want her and Xavier to come live with you? Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? Do you know, remember, there's the big time that I talked to her on the phone. Do you know that Jamie Riley gave her $40 to come stay with her or something to that effect? She told me this person in, I believe she said West Virginia. I think that's what it was. It's been a minute now. But I remember we all put it together back then, and it was Jamie Riley. So, and that's one of the reasons that Jamie Riley, like, she ended up hating Heather. But because when I was on the phone with Heather and she's like, well, she's like, you live out here. She's like, $40 isn't going to get me across Chicago, let alone to West Virginia. That's what she told me when we were on the phone. And so, yeah. So people have tried to sponsor her. Lord, if Muggsy sees her, she might get a $50 cash app and some Tupperware. Who is Xavier? Xavier is her beautiful bride. He is a man that steals her fishnet stockings and leggings and wears open-toed shoes with painted toenails.
Single mother with all three of my children. Now I have four.
She'll talk about him a little bit in a minute.
But at the time I had 3 children in my vehicle, and I would it would be winter, or raining or what have you, and I would be. My youngest daughter was only 5 at the time. My older children were 11 and 12, or 10 and 11. And I would need to unload groceries, laundry, you name it. And I would leave my vehicle in the alley, pushed up against my garage door, not at the Patterson house, but at the house on Foster. And
again, this is why I said for that neighbor, it was not a good idea to be doing what he was doing. Because talk about doxing yourself. She will dox, but you know what? She's usually pretty good about not doing her current location, at least in the stuff I've seen. So, I mean, yeah, the other day though, she did say she was at the courts in Elmhurst, which is who taught her. I never heard of courts in Elmhurst teaching people how to babysit.
It went from there being no problem at all to all of a sudden I would have multiple tickets every single time I did anything. The neighbor was an awful busybody. And not only that, but I don't know if she was awful or if she was just a busybody. Either way, then, my old babysitter, / administrative assistant / creative assistant, I found a planner in my house of hers after I threw away all of her.
Okay, hold up. Who is this assistant? Is this the I think I know what that name is, but I can't remember it right now. It's easy to be lost with Heather though, right? My eyes are still permanently damaged from his disgusting dirty fingernail. Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That was in the tent days, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, that was in the tent days. That was horrible. Clark, you remember that, right? It says, my eyes are still permanently damaged free from his disgusting, dirty fingernails grasping his scrotum. That vision is forever burnt in my retinas.
Garbage that I found.
Thanks
there.
For reminding me.
I found a planner, and on the planner, it said mass exodus on the day when they were like forcing me and targeting me to leave my house. I Google searched, what does that mean? Mass exodus. It basically means everyone's out of here. Now, here's my thing. What the hell does that mean with regards to my life, right? And with regards to, the expectation for me and why I began to be targeted? I don't know. your guess is as good as mine. This is Heather,
Right.
by the way.
See, there she goes again. There she go. Eh. It's a minute. Summit is where the $2 was, burritos. Were you back when we used to go to Summit to go get burritos? They were called $2. I had, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had a lot of friends in Berwyn, and we would load, I'll never forget the time we loaded up my Mitsubishi. Hey, Susie, my Mitsubishi Eclipse, and we totally had too many people in the car. And when we got there, police did have a talk with us. I thought we were going to get in trouble. I had lots of drunk people in my car. But anyway, but yeah, there's the burrito place. We always called it $2. And you get burritos as big as a football.
You know, so here I am. But I do not know. And now it's just gotten to the point where I need to.
Yep, and that's where everybody went drunk in the middle of the night. Am I right or am I wrong? This was when we did that. It was the late 80s, early 90s. Actually, it was early 90s, like 1990, I think. If it was in, because it was in my Eclipse, and I got my Eclipse at the end of 89, 90.
Have money for things. And I called a general contracting company today because.
Oh my gosh, and it smells over there. It smells so icky over there. It's a really weird smell. It's like the corn. Isn't that from the cornstarch place? Do you remember a place called Duke's Drive-In? All the old cars would come out. It sounds familiar, but I never been there. But we had places around like that here. I know, back in the day when things were much more social. Much more social.
I've always had the blueprint for the house that Dylan promised to buy me before.
Here we go. This is funny. I did listen to this. We always got 2 tacos at Jack in the Box for night. Do you know I have yet to have Jack in the Box tacos? And they do have a Jack in the Box around here. I think there's only like one. I wonder if it's still open. It opened a while ago, and I was always thinking of going, and I never went. But yeah, people talk about those.
Before I ever even met Xavier, before we got pregnant and had Weston, it was just my plans for Dylan and my 3 children. I had a house. My wedding was planned, and I had a house.
Hey, so this is kind of a stretch. I don't know if you knew much about Cicero, but there was a place, Mr. Taco. Real like ick place that was open all night. Our friend used to live right. It backed right up to Ogden, because I believe Mr. Taco was like Austin and Ogden or something like that. Anyway, so we would go drunk from there, 4 a.m. Hey, let's go get some tacos. And we would go walk over there. Oh boy. I used to. That's what's really funny is I don't drink now. I really don't. I don't care for drinking. It makes me sick. I can't say that I'll never drink, because there might be occasion where I'm just like, hey, fuck it, give me a drink. But I really don't. I don't crave it. But I did go through a little stage where I drank.
Already like drawn up in my mind that we would live in. And he promised to buy it for me. Well, the house had 2 tree houses, but they weren't tree houses like little shacks, you know.
So this is fun. I did listen to this part. This is where she says that I guess she has some kind of blueprint of a home that Dylan promised her. And I think she's been speaking to builders about it.
They were nice tree
She's living in her car. She says she wants to be in a home by the end of the year.
houses. Like, we took our time building them with our own 2 hands as a family project. And we made them like really cool hangout spots, like one for the girls, one for the boys. And we had like, in my vision for all of this, we had like water guns and like water balloons, and we had like just like a chill, like a dining area, and like running water and a restroom. And we had these tree houses, one on each side of the front entrance to our house. And it was just this idea that I came up with. Well, about 3 months ago, I decided that I also wanted my family. Well, maybe about a year ago, I started toying with the idea that I wanted my family to be able to live with me or near to me. I kept on thinking, like, what will I do when my parents are too old to be okay?
So apparently, I think she spent a little bit of time with her parents the other day. She was in Elmhurst. Oh my goodness, give me an Italian beef and a Vienna beef. Oh my goodness, right? I don't know about a gyro. I don't like gyros. I'm not a gyro person. But yes, an Italian beef and from Portillo's. But you know what? Fun fact, Portillo's isn't the same anymore. It is not the same anymore whatsoever.
So I thought, well, maybe I'll get a mini house. My goal has been to buy my house by the end of this year for a long.
See, by the end of the year. Where do her kids live? Not with her. She has got 4 kids with 3 baby daddies. And the youngest child, she is not around anymore. That child, I'm not sure if he has been removed completely. Her visits have been terminated because pretty much what's going on right now. But usually she's much more, she throws everything out. But then she's got her next youngest, which that child, I don't believe she ever talks to. I think that dad does a good job of keeping her away. And then the other 2, the oldest 2, she talks to, I think, sporadically, possibly.
Time. But, I don't know, so that.
And she hasn't been with she hasn't been with the 3 since 2020, I believe. Maybe 2019. And this youngest one, she hasn't had for like 2 years. Why does she keep having kids? Well, there was a little break in there, but she had a couple years, well, more than a couple years ago now, probably like 4 years ago. I don't know. She was pregnant with twins. And she tells everybody she miscarried, but she induced her miscarriage, if you get my drift, and scarred most of the internet with horrible, bloody pictures. And that is one of the reasons why her child is her uterus. Well, yep. There is a Reddit account called People Be Trippin', I believe. I think that's the name. And a lot of people there would agree with you.
That has always been the goal. But I
Ew, what are you doing? Put that back in.
Haven't been really able.
Ew, why is she itching her boob?
To accomplish it yet. And I haven't given up. But my main overall goal, my main design plans for my house have evolved even further than the tree houses and the house. So the house is
because she's had a lot of time to think about it.
Supposed to have my own, everything that I want to have in it. A 3-car garage. One of the garages has room for my vehicle. The other garage door has our at-home gym equipment. Right. And then the other one has room for another vehicle or whatever, the kids' bikes or whatever, they have or need or what have you.
What have you?
So,
this is Heather that lives in her car in La La Land.
Yeah, that's what I came up with.
And you see, here I am like that Jose Monkey guy. I'm looking at the background trying to identify where she is.
And I started calling general contractors because if I'm going to find a piece of property.
Does she have room for Jen and Clint? No, actually, my idea was to move her and Xavier in Clinton with Jen They have a big old house over there. They got lots and lots of room. And I believe that maybe Heather might be able to give her some rent. So, hey, rent from Heather more crafts. And Heather just said in her live the other day that she wants to start crafting. See, now Lisa Ann has been a positive influence on Jen, and then maybe Jen can be a positive influence on Heather.
To build this.
I don't think anybody could ever live with Heather. Ever. I don't know how Xavier did it for as long as he did. She is one angry woman. And I mean, I guess she's not medicated and whatever, but I can't imagine. But I mean, I guess that's why he's not in the car. And I'm so wait a minute. She's really far away. She keeps saying that he doesn't want to be in the car. And like when she was filming the other day or live the other day, whatever, she was making it sound like he was over there on the sidewalk. Where is he now? She's driving. Is he running alongside the car? All else fails, they can move to Pollar's Ranch. Oh, possibly. Oh, yeah. Doesn't she have a lot of space? Pollard can go and drive out to her on her little golf cart.
House on, I need to consult with some true professionals. I need to know, number one.
So, okay. And this is what kills me is there are some people, she says she's reached out to contractors and whatnot. There are people so mad saying, oh, she's wasting those contractors' times. How long do you think it took on the phone before the contractors start to get her drift that she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Probably not very long. You know, so everybody gets so appalled out of so much. Why can't we just sit here and giggle? She has big dreams, hopes that come. Yeah, they're not coming true for her. She's not going to get this house. She lives in a car. She is making it sound like this car is hers out and out. She says that at some point in this.
How do we find these houses that have trees that are large enough? I don't want it to be like an ugly prison tower. You know, I don't want.
Oh my goodness. Now that would be a sight. Tree houses, 2 of them in the front that look like prison towers.
That I want.
Oh my gosh, is she doing that because then Dylan will feel right at home?
a really great, really earthy vibe, but still classy and modern and fun. I want it to be very elegant. I like the contrast of black to white. I like stone. I like all of those things. Granite. I like all of those things. But I still want to keep the tree and the earth, and the greenery and the kind of, not ruggedness, but like.
See, exactly. Are you hearing this right now? So she calls the contractor and she tells them, I want something earthy. I need trees, but I don't want them to look like towers, prison towers. So again, do you really and truly think that they took her that seriously? I don't. Everyone needs dreams and goals, but maybe she should downsize to start, with a carport. Well, you can get her for 5 G's a week.
The earth as a part of it, like all of the things that I'm.
Hey, YouTube lifers, you can give her a call and she can come bring you an Italian beef and a Vienna beef hot dog, wherever you'd like.
Drawn to, mind you, I am the earth element.
See, she admits they hung up on her. See, exactly. I said there are some people that just want to be so fucking angry. There are things that Heather does that can make you very angry. I admit that, I'll be like, what the fuck? But for the most part, like some people just want to get so pissed off. I don't know. Like, do you guys think that Rakin's still stoned? That still fucking cracks me up from yesterday. And see, that's just silly shit. I mean, because is Reagan going to run around mad at me because I laughed at the fact that Jen was saying that she was stoned? I don't know. If she does, then I'm sorry. But sport peppers and poppy seed buds, right? My dad always liked sweet peppers.
Capricorn. So I've always had this really weird, like love for.
So you know what really sucks? We used to have a hot dog place out here called Mickey's. And Mickey's was around forever. There was one in the town I grew up in, and then there was one a town over from here. The one that I grew up in by, that one changed hands years ago. They sold it off, but they still had one location. They closed that fucker last year. It really sucked. Because that was like, you could get yourself like a real good Vienna beef hot dog. You can't get
Earth kind of,
not as many good places like
not
that. Like
tones, because I really
Gene and Jude's. How about that one?
really like gem tones better than earth tones, but like earth materials, you know, like
my grandmother lived right down the way from Gene and Jude.
when I was a little girl, I used to always want wood floors instead of tile floors. And when I was growing up, I used to always love the smell of wood. Like when I would go to Home Depot or like Menards with my mom or dad or grandma.
Okay, she just ran something over.
Or whoever. And like,
yeah, no ketchup. Well, I don't like, fun fact, I don't like anything on my hot dogs. I'm a plain person. So there's that. I'm kind of a freak of nature out here anyway. But yeah, people, and you're not supposed to. You go to Wiener Take All, right? And you ask them, if you ask for ketchup, you have to go outside. They have a ketchup machine outside.
The smell of fresh cut grass and like all of that. Well, rocks and stone and boulders and all of that, those are all, you know, equally as earthy as soil and grass and trees. Those things are naturally occurring in the earth, you know, in the earth.
Can you imagine how lonely she is, that she just sits in her car driving around and then starts up Alive and just starts this? And again, she does the comments off, so nobody's interacting with her. She just can see the little laughing or the hearts or whatever, you know, when people are hitting those little emoji things. That's it. That's all. She's just driving around. But I think now she pulled into a gas station.
So anyways, I think that my plan for my house is really, really great.
Oh, poppy seed buns are the best. Poppy seed buns like this, that they are the absolute best.
And I think that it is really similar to who I am as a person overall with regards to a fashion aesthetic and vibe.
Right.
So with that being said, what was I going to say? Oh, I started calling these general contracting companies. And basically in doing so,
Oh my goodness.
my goal was, okay.
Can you imagine? She has no place to live. She can't get a job. I mean, even like the driving, the app work and stuff like that, people keep ruining that. The they that she talks about, there is a they. People do try to sabotage her shit. So all of this, she doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a place to live. She's got some kind of bathroom shelving in her back seat. And she's talking about contractors making tree houses. With the price of gas, she should drive less. Well, I think that's probably why she just pulled in here. Hello, Sherry Vino. How are you? But can you believe this? I'm setting my goals higher. I have an idea of how to decorate a castle now. I might have to move to Europe and royalty. I may have to move out, right? But hey, at least she's a dreamer.
Hey, I've already got my house designed, right? You go in and you have your entryway with a double staircase and
a double staircase even. So she could probably use it for lots of content and photo shoots.
Didn't really want it to be like a mansion, but I wanted it to be a luxurious size so that my children and all their friends could, have their own space there and be happy. So I wanted
Yeah, they can pick their own staircase.
up the stairs. I wanted there to be to the right or to the left, either way, my bedroom and bathroom with my husband. And like the bathroom has like a big, deep bathtub for soaking with a view of the window.
She's got her bathroom cabinet in the back seat.
View out the window, and then like a stand-up heated shower, a steam shower with rainfall. And then to the other side, whether it's the right or the left, would be my children's rooms. So all of our bedrooms are on the same floor, just on different wings. And then on the first floor, it's basically just the foyer.
2 tree houses that do not look like prison towers, a double staircase. What? And this woman, and she says she wanted to try to put this together by the end of the year, but she's thinking she's not going to make that deadline.
Entrance to the garage.
Hey, she's got to start. She's got to start. She's got the bathroom cabinet in the back seat. That's a start.
The kitchen.
No, that's sad. That's very sad. That is very sad.
Kitchen, which is huge. The kitchen is huge. It has a huge island, granite countertops. It has a big double sink. It has all of.
Well, she likes to say that Xavier is her husband, but he's not. So you know what? I wonder if she told DCFS her plans for the home. I mean, they'll definitely give her child back when she tells them these plans for this home. I mean, shoot. The little one can live in his own treehouse.
The, cook things that you would want. And then the kitchen table is kind of like, not like a picnic bed.
Oh my goodness, Clark, I don't know if you're still here, but if you listen on the replay, this, the lavender diesel that I was telling you about, oh my goodness, I am in love with it. Totally in love with it.
Bench, but it's like a very modern, clean bench on one side with chairs on the other side. And it's like a long table. And then we have a.
Well, I know that you thought they were married. No, in her head, they're married. They're definitely not married. I don't know.
Formal dining room also. And then the living room on the left side across from the dining room. And then when you go into the basement, it's just like a total kid zone, except for the one room that is on kind of like the split level when you're going down from my bedroom to like the dining room, kitchen, living room area. There's kind of like this back room. That's my office. And that's it, right? So I would have room for my children. They would be able to accommodate a sleepover or what have you. And it would be great. So that's my thought. Well, about 3 months ago, I started deciding, okay, if I'm going to start, because they say it doesn't matter if you have the money in the bank right now or what you're doing right now or what's going on. Just start the process of doing whatever it is that you want to do. And as you find out that you have to do.
Oh my goodness. Do you see how she could be a positive influence on Jen as well? I'm telling you, that roommate part. I don't know if I like legs though. I remember when that video premiered.
Something, come up with this or come up with that, then address it as it comes up, right? So I start calling these subcontracting companies. I'm also pitching AI implementation, new business development, and website development to these companies.
How much you want to bet she's the one that reached out to Rochelle and said, I like your stuff. Pretend that I am the person that provided the AI program. She can't even afford the blueprints. Well, in her head, doesn't cost anything to dream.
So I get on the phone with this guy and I start describing what I'm like looking for, but I need to add in that when I buy my property, I just had another revelation.
Oh my, but you're using the wrong hand.
Rather than building a second house in the same area, in an effort to give the backyard the accessibility of being a chill spot with a fire pit, and
No wonder all the kids in the neighborhood want to hang out at this house in your head.
a like sitting area. I don't even need to do a pool in trade off for pool, because that's like extra maintenance.
But what you really need to do is you need to check with CC Truck and make sure that he condones all of this.
And all of that. How
I still couldn't get over that. Okay, do you condone this? Oh.
about I have these basement
Also, hold on. Let me go over this for a minute. The funny thing is that these other communities and whatnot, and even KK's community, they were kind of known for being a rougher than we were, right? Just for lack of better words. And a lot of stuff is accepted over there that really wasn't accepted in our community. But yet we have CC Truck running around chastising people, saying that you need to do we condone Jen giving a picture of herself that was suggestive on the toilet with mold in the window and gave it to Deadly, who is a grown man? And yeah, what she said was dumb. But see, this is the part that's irritating, is like the stuff that I would laugh at and I would clown Jen about. We're clutching pearls. Oh, do you guys think that CC Truck has his own set of pearls? But yeah, it just cracks me up. It cracks me up because they are the ones that was like, oh, well, we accept this over here. We don't, blah, 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 blah. But yet you're going to go nuts about that. I don't want to play either of those songs.
Rumors spreading round United Texas town about to shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. I'm racing. Well, here it's fine if you got the time and the chance to get yourself in. And here is time almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
Hey, it sounds like Paula riding her horse. I had to play this one because this one was the classic one. And oh my goodness, that YouTube person that lived in Summit/Argo, you know what radio station I would listen to that song on? The Loop. 97.9 FM. Yeah, you know what was really funny is just the other day I ran across the back in the day, the radio station The Loop is where they had all the classic rock. And then during the day they would have talk radio. But anyway, what was I going to say about The Loop? You would hear classic music like that, but there was something else. Oh, I know. The other day I am running into like all these different weird, like Chicago nostalgic stuff. And they showed, there was the Loop girl. She had a black t-shirt on and it had like Chicago Loop and WLUP. And she had like kind of like shag blonde hair. Anyway, anybody back in the day, they knew exactly what that was, but I'm old now. I don't like that. I really don't. But anyway, let's get back to Miss Heather because it's all about her. And yeah, and you know what's fun? I'm glad that she is like this because I'm sick of the community stuff. I know Jen was saying that I should cover the George stuff. Maybe that's because somebody said that I guess Heidi was over there spitting at her screen and all that and all mad. I just don't understand why everybody chooses to be so angry all the time. I mean, I get it here and there if things piss you off, but I don't know. If you just stay angry and appalled at shit all the time, I don't know. I'd much rather giggle at Heather.
Come in. Have you guys seen the Teletubbies? How they live?
This was the part I love the most. Okay, so back into Heather. She not only, so if you guys are following along, she wants to have the two, and it makes you look old. Being angry all the time, it's not good. Smiles are good for the face, promise. But okay, so you guys keeping track. She wants the 2 trees that we can make tree houses in, but we don't want them to look like prison towers. You walk in and there is a double stairway, and either her bedroom will be to the left or the right, and she will have this big, huge steam shower. And then, did she say anything about an indoor pool? I know she's saying that there's wings because whatever the opposite. Her bedroom is one way with her husband, and then the other way is for the kids. And then she's going to have this lovely backyard where all of the kids in the neighborhood are going to want to hang out. They're going to be wanting to run up and down the staircase and all sorts.
There's like a hill with a door and like they.
Oh, and now we're adding to the fact that the backyard looks like the backyard that looks like the yard that the Teletubbies live in. Tell me she wasn't doing, oh my goodness, she was probably doing exactly the drugs that Clark said, MDA.
Go in there. And so how about if on the same plot of land where I have my house, rather than making it a double plot, I build an underground kind of like.
Oh, this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets really fun. And I have a feeling she saw the same little Instagram reel thing that I did. Because I literally saw a reel of somebody that dug into the ground and put she's gonna tell you. So anyway.
Living space. Have you guys seen those where they take what are those things called? What are those things called on the backs of the trucks? Trailers? No, storage. I don't know. Those like big boxes that they make, like train cars. They go on train cars or they go on semi trucks. Those like big, long, like rectangle boxes. There's this social media posting that went viral that kind of like made me start thinking about this.
It was really, really cool. And they showed how they dug the holes in the ground and they put them in there. And it was like, oh my gosh. And it did look like the Hi, Deb. What are you doing? Did you come out to say hello? Hi, old man. I love you. I love you. Are you a good boy? That my boy. I love you, sir. I love you. He's so sweet. But you know what? The yard afterwards, after they covered it all again, it looked a little Teletubby-ish. So oh my goodness, you guys call me crazy. I'm starting to understand her vision.
Remove the ends off of the containers, and they put 4 in a rectangle, and they do like a below ground Zen garden in the center, and then they carve out room for like windows. I could have literally 4 of those storage containers.
I love that saying, Tracy. Champagne dreams with beer money.
With the indoor Zen garden and access to come up for my family, you know, and I don't have to worry about building a second house. So I'm trying to like communicate this to the guy that this is what I want. What's the price tag on this? So
can you imagine calling a contractor and telling them what she just told us? Give me a price on that. Pronto.
that I could start trying to fundraise, or, you know, so that I could start fundraising or earning or, you know, selling this idea for myself and my loved ones and start making progress, you know, like this has been, if you go back.
So guess what? This is probably one of the mania, like the ups of the bipolarness. Hi, babe. You're back. Did you forget something? I love you. You good boy. Huh. He's moving through. Little creature of habit, doing his little path.
Back to 2015 when I was on the phone making these, like, receiving these promises for my life when he came home.
I wish my brain could see the final product from house plans. My mom drew up plans. We built the house and could not see the vision until the house was done. Well, Addie, I love that you give her that much credit. But yeah, this will never happen. She's living in a car, and the only thing that she's got toward this house right now is that bathroom cabinet in the back seat.
This is not something I made up overnight. We're in 2026. You know, I've been carving a path to get here for a long time. You know, it's been over a decade.
And she's doing so well.
And I have not given up. You can't give up on your dreams. If you give up,
well, that is good. And that is true.
On your dreams, you'll definitely never get there, you know? So anyway, that is like what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it's like just so many problems are solved because number one, the tree houses are total like glamping style.
Definitely not like prison towers because they're for glamping. Are you going to rent them out? Like, are you going to Airbnb-ish?
They have the accessibility that you need to basically do almost anything, wash your hands, you know.
So you know what she was saying at the beginning of this? She was talking about her parents, and she was talking about her parents not being able to take care of themselves. Is she going to off her parents and get some money? Somebody better warn her mom. She was, and I don't know. She did start with that, and she was acting like, oh, they're getting older, and they're not going to be able to take care of themselves. And I'm going to get this double stairway. I'm going to push them down each side. And it kind of death becomes her way.
You know, they have running water, they're indoor, they have lighting, etc. The house is there, like for my children and I, we live there. It's great. Everything's fine. The underground area is the perfect escape for any of my friends or family members, or
when they're ever on the run, they can live in the little bunker underground.
For anyone who you know, if I want to go down there, whatever. So I have enough space on that one plot of land to accommodate all of my people. And we don't.
Oh, so this is where she's bringing her family in, I think. Maybe this is where her mom and dad come in.
Don't have to worry about hotels, and we don't have to worry about, these things. So anyways, I get on the phone with these guys, and I've been creating a spreadsheet. I asked ChatGPT to create me the most lucrative, I think I said 10 to 30 business.
I would love to see the exact responses that ChatGPT was giving her to all of this.
This is in the Chicago area, incorporating or for the topics of contracting, general contracting and construction, entertainment, and med spas. And I've been calling them, pitching. I put all of these companies in a database in an Excel sheet, and I've been, pitching to them AI implementation, or asking, do they have it? What EMR or what electronic health, if it's med spa health system, if it's contracting, what electronic database are you guys using to store, what CRM are you working with, or what have you, trying to just gather more information, get a better field for the demo.
And oh, by the way, the speed is not increased.
Graphic from day to day, and for the technological advancements that are being permitted, et cetera, and so forth. And they wouldn't give me any info. He wouldn't even allow me to get through explaining what was going on, and he just hang up. It was like so annoying.
He would just hang up.
So I don't really have an accurate, understanding of where I should even begin looking for this land. I think it's definitely going to be important to look for the land, because if there are some rules like, oh, it can't be too close to a river, or, for building underground, I don't know what the rules are for building underground. You know what I mean? So how can I even begin to even look for something if I don't even know what the rules are? So anyway, yeah. And so that's what I've been doing. I walked around, several different establishments today, inquiring.
I wonder if the person that she talked to, the contractor on the phone, I wonder if they were laughing and saying, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then what next? You know what I mean? I wonder exactly how that went.
As to whether or not they were hiring. And, they've all referred to scanning a QR, which is great, other than I have been submitting electronic applications since 2020, and not a single one has brought any sort of success. So it's just been a real pain in the ass.
But yet she's dreaming big, and she wants the house with the double tree houses and the double stairway. Did she say exactly how many wings?
With regards to that, because
wait a minute. If you're going to have tree houses and then these underground bunkers and all, why do you have a weight room in one of your garages? Why wouldn't she? Yeah, you didn't think the underground stuff. That's where you dig under the ground, and then you put the big containers, and all four of them, and then you open them up, and then you put them underneath. And then when you put the ground on top, it looks like the Teletubbies house.
That the only job I've been able to do since 2020 without being stalked, harassed, or chased into my place of employment has been, application based, delivery based, or person transportation based, or what have you. Despite my overwhelming amount of experience, and
you see how she says that? She is definitely on one of her ups. Oh boy, that's a fun one. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi. What are you doing? I love you.
Fabulous, stellar, phenomenal resume. So I am a little frustrated. I did get word that they have in fact paid off my entire car in exchange for the Cadillac, which pissed me off. They didn't give me much of a choice. They said that they let some other girl drive the Cadillac because they're trying to recreate or write music for the time period when I was living in my car.
So here's the thing. She's saying that they paid off this car. Does she think that she doesn't have to pay for this car anymore? Hi, babe. What are you doing? He's popped up over on Allie's
car, in 2020, right after Dylan came home, and they did everything that they did to me. Basically, all of those nefarious people who have been cooking audio and video.
What does cooking audio mean?
They have been trying to confuse the record, and supposedly they brought my Cadillac back to Chicago. It was at the Wrigley Field police station in Chicago. I called them. I asked them to speak with someone regarding my car, how it got there. I was working with a Dylan Hansen, the attorney Dylan Hansen, to recover my vehicle. I paid it off in full. No one paid a payment for me.
Does she not realize that she's giving people so many little nuggets to follow this trail and to like verify shit? The car broke down in like Georgia or whatever, and she left it there. The Cadillac, that is.
Charlie Keene didn't pay a single payment for me. I paid myself. I gave Charlie Keene the cash and used his debit card because they were doing fraud out of my bank account. No one paid my car off for me. I paid my car myself. And they just took it, and started using it. Well, then they bring it back, and that car, for whatever reason.
Okay. All right. So she has definitely been itching this shoulder a lot. What is going on? I think she needs a shower. Did she pull up at a gas station that's like a truck stop? Is she going to go in there and use a shower?
It's just, I don't know why they would park it right there scratchy. The same day that Xavier and I got there. And then refuse to return my phone calls. So that was just incredibly, upsetting that
bugs that aren't there.
But they did that, and I'm not quite sure where to go, from here with recovering the vehicle. But then they said, "Oh, don't worry, they didn't want to take the Nissan. They said that the Cadillac was a better car anyways. Why would they have given someone else a choice which one of my vehicles they wanted to keep or use?"
The fantasy land that she lives in. You guys, the Cadillac has been gone for years. Way before Xavier. They have nothing to do with each other.
Like, this shit makes no sense at all whatsoever. And I don't know. I'm hoping that we can just somehow find a way to either realign or to get these people who are not aligned on the same page, or to classify them as being misaligned so that they can go away, for real. Because it's too much dealing with them. They're really bad. They're really, really bad people. So anyways, that's what's been going on. Xavier, I'm not quite sure where he is.
See? What, babe? He's like, Mom, you've been on too long. It's nighttime. Hi, babe. Gonna walk through again? I love you. What did you get on your fur? What did you get on you? Anyway, so now we find out where Xavier is.
He refuses to get in the car, not in an angry way. It's just like he wants to, but he can't. I don't know why. And
what does that even mean? I know, me too. I'm ready for bed too. That's why I said tonight's stream wasn't going to be a real long one, because I am a little tired. But so now Xavier would like to be in the car, but he can't.
I can't even park in Chicago right now because of the fact that I already paid all of the tickets that they said that I owed, but they continued to say that I owe more and assess, future payment plans and all this stuff. And then the higher authority came down and said, we're not doing that anymore. Remove this. You're not, extorting Heather for money anymore. Like, those days are long gone. It's, go, fuck off basically. And, and they've been here for it. So I'm really not quite sure what's going on any day to day. But I guess I'm all right, so for the most part. Right. So, yeah, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But, if you guys, I've not limited myself with regards to employment. I feel as though, I deserve to have access to my own money when I need it, when I want it. When I go into Sephora, when I go into Ulta, I look at things. There's really nothing that I could carry around with me, because I can't, the only thing I like there is perfume and like a few hair products, but I already have the small versions of those. I have my Laneige, I have my foundation, I have my, palette for my eyeshadow. So I try to look and think, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? And when I go to these places,
She needs a house.
and there's really nothing. It's just the vibe and, doing the quality assurance checks that I enjoy. Until I get my house, I can't really accumulate, and so that's where we're at with it. But anyways, I'm going to run in and use the restroom. I appreciate everyone who has been helpful thus far. And if someone could please try to check in on Xavier. I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. It's very confusing for me. I definitely cannot go through these circumstances again. It's been just very scary from day to day with regards to where, I'm at. I just can't believe that I am, just in this situation. It's just like a nightmare. But
give her
I don't know.
houses.
Hopefully, I will find a path sooner than later. And until then, I will continue to, just stay as focused as I can. But they identified someone as a super target. The individual looks like Roland from Schitt's Creek. I think I know him, but he wasn't mean to me. So I don't know why they would make him their super target unless he's doing something that I'm not quite sure about, which could be possible. Anyways, all right, you guys, have a great day.
Do you see how she throws the like craziest part about it at the end about some super target? What does that mean? Anyway, so that was the lovely Heather. And like I said, I don't think that, I think that we're going to have more and more. She seems to really have a need to document stuff. Well, I guess somebody like that is her super target and he is following her around. Well, what was really funny is when she was very first, I don't know if it's the very beginning. At some point of this recording, I swear it looked like there was a pickup truck, a black one that was following her. Anyway, hold on. There's something else I wanted. Here's something else I want to talk about before I leave. Kendra, I don't know if you're in the bushes, but I think I have a job for you. Do you know what happened today? So I told you guys I listen to Eric Foss here and there because I don't like our community anymore. I like listening to all different stuff, right? And you never see me in the chat. I just listen. He's my radio. So that Michelle Meltdown and Eric Foss, they kind of go back and forth. It's weird. It is very, very weird. It's obvious. I don't know. It's obvious there's some kind of weird like sexual tension between them. I don't know. Anyway, so today I am listening and he outs that Michelle Meltdown has herpes. Look at Lisa Marie said at the same time. So and then people are saying, well, she said it. So I went back and I listened to her stream and she said, hold on. I guess her and Eric were going back and forth messaging and he said that he was going to ruin her, blah, 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 and this and that. And I guess he was alluding to saying that. So he said she outed herself. Yeah. But see, when I went back and I listened to it, Lisa, so that's funny. You listened to the same thing I did. So when I went back and I listened to it, she only did it because he was messaging her and saying he was going to fuck with her and blah, 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 blah. I know. Isn't it a weird sexual tension or something? I don't know what's going on between them. Anyway, hold on a minute. Let me go find these links. So if you guys want to follow along on this shit, so Kendra can go help. Because the thing is, here's the thing at the end of the day. Kendra would be like, why do you feel bad for her and not me? Because she didn't do it. I mean, she did it because she was afraid. She was afraid that he was going to do it. And I think she was kind of like, beating him to the punch. Oops, hold on. So I don't know. My thinking is that if now, see, I don't know if it's true or not. Hold on. Here is her channel. This is Michelle. So Kendra, you're in the bushes. This link I'm posting right now. This is the girl that needs your help. Hold on, and I'm going to give you Eric Fawcett's. Because, and you know what's funny is it doesn't even seem to bother her that much, but I really don't think there was a couple people in the chat saying like, why are you giving this? I don't know. I didn't think that was, I don't know. And he said it like it was no big deal. That kind of stuff is a big deal. Kendra chose to do that on her own. Kendra chose to out that stuff. Yeah, she does. Kendra, your help is needed over at Michelle Meltdown. And you know what she talks about over there? She talks about the Meghan Markle and Harry or whatever. I think that's some kind of weird community that she would, you know, like how we're 90-day community. I think that's kind of like the community she was spawned from. She's got a bunch of people, the accents over there and stuff like that. So yeah, Kendra, because I don't think that was, I don't know. I don't think he should have said that. When he said that, Jim Terry was in the chat. Damn, I saw all of his capital letters. You know, that is something, like I said, Kendra outed that herself. This woman did, I mean, she technically did, but she felt pressured. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I like Eric, you guys. And by the way, Eric Foss's show, he gets quite the audience. He was inching up to 300 people watching, and he definitely doesn't do bots. I don't believe that is his thing at all. But when there's nothing else to listen to in our community, it is interesting. And you will find a few people from our community scattered around there. But whatever. He dragged Watcher of Crazy, and she still, I know. Well, and I don't know. It's a weird little back and forth. I don't get it. But as I said, I listen in the bushes. I don't usually even watch the chat that much, but it is. It's an interesting show. He has a good show, and there, yes, and she is torturing a woman who's online, oh wait, hold on. Yes, and she is torturing a woman who's online whose husband died. Michelle is saying he's not really dead. And is what? Wait, how do you know that much, Coffee? Oh, we need to talk. I didn't know you knew that much about her. But yeah, so anyway, if anybody's looking to listen to something else, again, I am not even in these chats. So if you're looking to say hello to me there, you won't find me. I usually am just listening like radio, but I certainly don't listen to anything that I don't, like I said today, that was the first time I looked at KK's page in a minute. And that was because of somebody told me about the thumbnail that was very immature and it was bullshit. Oh, I heard about that person. I know that name. Oh, really? Interesting. Wait a minute. And is that person somehow attached to that Rose person or no? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I'm tired. I am exhausted and I am going to get ready for bed. And yeah, so I will see y'all. Tomorrow is Wednesday. If I do a live, it won't be till later on in the day. So anyway, guys, what's funny is yesterday I said I'd do one earlier, but yeah, the day got away from me and I got too busy. So anyway, guys, I will see you all later. Good night, good night, good night. So yeah, Kendra, go help Michelle.
And your salvation, I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell.